Hey guys, how are you? So welcome to My Way Tarot. This is going to be a reading for the next 7 days for Aries placements. So if you have Aries as your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury or North Node in your birth chart, this reading will be for you. Everything that you need to know about myself, the reading or the channel can be found in the description box below. So we're going to get into your read. This is the Modern Witch Tarot deck that we're using today. So Angels of Love and Light, could you please have clear and concise messages for Aries placements? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury and North Node. What do they need to know for the current energies for the next 7 days? From whenever they come across this timeless reading, what do they need to know, please and thank you? What do they need to know, please and thank you? 2 more shuffles and then we'll cut up the deck and get into your read. So thank you for bearing with me. I really appreciate it. What's going on for Aries? Okay. So we have the 10 of Wands. Wow. Okay, so have things been feeling a little bit heavy, a little bit burdensome, pretty challenging here? There's been a lot going on in your life, right? And I feel like it's a multitude of things that are potentially affecting you as of right now. And I feel like there may be some sort of difficulty in regards to delegating whatever this is. Maybe you feel like you're having to carry off everything off your own back or not really necessarily ask for help, or you may be kind of assuming others wouldn't be there to assist you in some way if you were to ask for help. I feel like something is switching up, it's changing. So I feel like there's the sense of having to let go or release or surrender to something because it's just been too much. You know, you could be potentially spreading yourself a bit too thin here, like with the obligations, the responsibilities, the duties that you're having to attend to. And I feel like you've been trying your utmost to carry on with whatever it is that you've been doing or living a certain way here, but you're realizing that this is not really something that's sustainable for you, and there's another approach that's necessary here. Something to switch up, something that is to be kind of changed here in order for you to be able to feel like there's this relief, okay? But you may have not necessarily wanted to give up of anything or surrender of anything or let go of anything or release of anything, because I'm hearing that's the way it's always been, right? So it may even feel like, well, I don't even know, you know, what to even do here. Like, which one's more of a priority? Which one's, I'm hearing a particular thing, which is more of a priority. So time management may be something that's coming through for you as well, okay? But I'm hearing you don't have to do of everything on your own. There are other people around you that are willing and wanting to support you, absolutely. But there's a sense of maybe there's something within you that thinks and feels on some level that, you know, these people aren't necessarily going to follow through, or I'm hearing do a good job, or do as a good of a job than you would be doing of it. So therefore it's like, well, what's the point in asking anybody, because then I would just have to do it myself anyway. So then I'm just creating an extra job for myself, if you get what I mean. So obviously with this reading, you know, these messages are general. Take only what you feel resonates and leave the rest, but you're definitely ending a big cycle in your life, right? And you're ready to start new. But there's this one thing, or maybe a couple of things, that are to be addressed first and foremost before you're kind of in this new situation, right? So what's going on for Aries placements, please and thank you? What do they need to know, please and thank you? The Moon, Pisces energy. Okay, we have the Hierophant, Taurus energy. Right, wow, okay, so the 5 of Swords just flew out. What else is going on for Aries? Ace of Pentacles. Okay, for some of you, I feel like some of you are trying to prove a point to somebody or to a group of people that you're unfazed or you're unbothered. about taking on everything. Like, I feel like there's this great facade that you're putting in front of people, to let people know that you've got it, you can handle it, you know, it's not necessarily phasing you, whatever this is, but actually it really is bothering you deep down. I'm getting something to do with a work environment. You know, there may have been a little bit of competitiveness in a workplace, or some sort of pettiness in a workplace. Or there's something to do with not wanting to rock the boat with whoever or whatever you're dealing with at work. There could be potentially like you're trying to showcase to maybe a boss here, or management, or a leadership position. Like you're maybe trying to prove to somebody here that you're worthy of a promotion, or to be receiving of this particular bonus. Like you're the one that should be given of this compared to anybody else around you. But there's something detrimental here in regards to your emotional health. And so therefore you may be wondering as to, is it really worth it anyway? Because there's something to do with your overall well-being that's taken this kind of like dive here, potentially to do with an environment that could be quite toxic. And you're maybe like, well, actually, is this extra money really going to be worth it if I have to carry on dealing with these individuals, like these other colleagues? Like there's some sort of unhealthy dynamics in a workplace. And you're wondering whether you should just surrender and let go and release of this particular work environment, or see if you can be relocated to another department, or work with another team to do with a particular project. Maybe you feel restricted in regards to who you're dealing with for a certain amount of time until something finishes up, or something completes. And I'm getting also as well that it's like you're doing all the work in a team potentially, and everybody's kind of riding on your coattails, and then they're taking credit for the work that you're doing, and you may have not necessarily said of anything, and now you're feeling the sense of being uncomfortable because you know that you're needing to say or something, or wanting to stand up for yourself in some way. But then at the same time, it's like, I don't want to rock the boat. I don't want to cause the sense of this upset, because potentially what happens if these people are not going to necessarily take what I say too well, or respect what I'm saying. Yeah. It may be a little bit awkward, because even if you've not necessarily had any hostilities or difficulties to do with any toxic kind of work employees or anything like that, and you're actually like have these loyal friendships or work friends, right? It's difficult because potentially there's something that's come up that's irritated you or frustrated you in some way, and so therefore then like you're just trying to give off this impression that it's not necessarily bothering you, but it is affecting you deeply. And you're not necessarily sure that if you were to speak up and let these people know that you're not quite happy with what somebody has said, or how somebody has approached to something or done of something. I'm hearing there are rules to this. So you could be trying to follow the rule book to do with something, and there's others around you that aren't necessarily, I'm hearing, playing ball by doing of the same thing. They're trying to do something a little bit underhanded here, okay? Or maybe there's a sense of trust that's been impacted here, because there have been people around you who you felt and saw as people that I'm hearing are like family, like you've known them for a very long time, and then they've done of something that you don't agree with, and you're wondering whether it's worthwhile, not necessarily to put somebody in their place, but to basically kind of showcase that what they're doing here is not right. It's not moral. Oh, not moral? Okay. or it's not fair or something. Anyway, guys, just take what you feel resonates and leave the rest. Yeah, you're not happy with something here with the 9 of Wands. You're really not. 9 of Cups and the Sun. 999 is coming through. 919. I mean, some of you could be like, oh, I'm relatively happy enough just to go along with a situation, but deep down you know that it's actually upsetting you. And you're wanting to illuminate a situation and hope that it will go all right, but there's a very strong possibility that it won't. So therefore, there's a sense of like just keeping certain opinions to yourself. But that also doesn't feel right either. So you could be stuck here or feeling like you're stuck in regards to communicating because you're not necessarily wanting there to be an argument or broken down communication or awkwardness to do with maybe a workplace. Or potentially it could be illuminated that you have got a wish fulfillment in regards to receiving of a promotion, and there could have been somebody else who wanted to have of this particular promotion, and they're feeling a little bit bitter about the situation because you are the one that was picked for this, and it's now coming to light that you're the one that's receiving of this particular reward or accolades or recognition or extra finances here. And there's somebody around you who's a little bit jealous about this, who may be potentially giving off this impression that they're really pleased for you, but then behind your back they're like, what can I do to potentially try and sabotage this or showcase that they're not picture perfect here. Like somebody's wanting to come through and trying to unveil this sense of perfection about you. So maybe you have a very solid reputation or you're very established with a particular field in your work. And there may be others around you, like you're stepping into a more authoritative position. And there may be people around you that are like talking amongst themselves, kind of saying, well, I don't necessarily know and understand why they're the ones that have got this. There must be something going on with them that they've done behind the scenes to rig of something to go in their favour for them to be receiving of this promotion. But I'm hearing actually it's all down to your own hard work here. Like you've earned of whatever this is. I mean, rightly so. I mean, we saw the 10 of Wands at the beginning of the reading. So I feel like there's a sense of really tapping in with your intuition and using your sense of discernment and creating these sense of boundaries with certain individuals. And there may be people around who feel like they have this entitlement in some way to kind of pass the buck to you to be doing of extra things here, right? And so that they can have an easier time of it. I'm getting this like workhorse energy, like this working like a robot energy, like you've never said really no to people before, or you may have said no to people, but they may have not necessarily taken you seriously about this. That's not going to resonate for all of you. What else is going on here, please and thank you for Aries? Okay, 3 of Wands, the Chariot, Cancer's energy, the 8 of Cups, and the Page of Swords. So Cancer, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah, you're wanting a new beginning, or you're wanting something to be switched up here because you're not emotionally fulfilled with whatever this is or what is going on right now. Or there may be other people who have been trying to communicate with you and say, I don't believe you should take of this particular position. It's just going to overload you even more. You know, there may be something else that's better suited for you and you should leave this on behind. It's because they want to come swoop in and have the contract themselves. So they get the beginning that you're meant to be having, right? That is a message that's coming through. Also, with any contracts that are coming through for you, just be careful. Make sure that you go through of everything in the way that you need to. Because I do believe as I'm filming of this, we have Mercury retrograde taking place. you know, for the next few weeks, and then we'll be in the post shadow. So there might be certain details that could be easily missed out here. But there are people around you who see you as somebody who's incredibly hardworking, like you have this amazing work ethic, you're very focused, you're very disciplined, you're very organized, you have everything together, and you are going to go far, right? You're going to go far. And there are other people around you who may not necessarily support you wholeheartedly. Like they're saying of one thing to your face, right? But then they're talking to others about you behind your back. You could be soon realizing of certain truths or secrets coming to light about said people. Okay? But you may have intuitively felt that something was a bit of a miss already, and it could be coming to light very soon. There may be some very frank, honest, quite blunt conversations, very direct conversations getting ready to take place. So just be relatively careful when communicating, you know, think before you speak type of thing, not do anything impulsive or reckless, or let anybody that is trying to anger you here get a rise out of you, because that's what they'll want. They'll want a reaction. So don't give them that sense of reaction. Remain cool, calm, collected, right? Don't let it kind of play on your mind too much either. Whoever these potential, I'm hearing culprits are, that have been doing of certain things, they're going to eventually be found out. And it's not really going to look very good for them. Potentially they may be told to leave. Maybe cutting off their contract. Yeah. And then they're going to have to go and find employment elsewhere, and they may have a very difficult time in regards to that. You may have had many people around you who've actually said that, oh, you're too good for this job. You're too good for this position. You know, you should go on elsewhere and look for something else. I'm hearing it's because they got this bee in their bonnet about you and they don't want you around. Because potentially they've had certain things go a certain way for a very long period of time, and they're very stubborn and they don't want certain things to change. Maybe you are somebody that is fresh with new ideas and wanting to do things differently, wanting to shake things up a bit, wanting to improve of the situation with whatever it is that you've got going on. You're very forward thinking, like ahead of the curve. You're somebody who's very creative. You're somebody who wants big change to take place. But there may be individuals around you who are very happy with how everything is as it is as of right now. Like they're not bothered about there being improvement or advancement. Like they just want to go and do their job, get it done and out the way, and get paid. They're not wanting to be doing of the extra work to improve of a situation, whereas you are really passionate and kind of full of this sense of drive and ambition and these big goals, these big dreams for yourself, and maybe even for a company as well. I mean, some of you may be self-employed, some of you may have of your own business and you've hired a team, and you know, or you've got currently you have people that are working for you, and you'll realize there's this sense of outdated thinking to do with these individuals, and you may be cutting a few people loose because it's just, I'm hearing it's not gelling anymore. So something's not gelling, not working anymore. That's not going to resonate for all of you, but yeah, I am getting that. And you want to be working alongside people or with people or surrounding yourself with people where there are more, it's a more balanced dynamic. There's a sense of like they're just as enthusiastic or excited or wanting of improvement here, and they're passionate about their goals as well as much as you are, so you're on the same page. Yeah, you're wanting people that are like, I'm getting like this kind of soul family, like soul tribe, like kindred spirits type of energy. With that Six of Cups, you want people who really care about the same things that you care about. Yeah, you don't want a load of drama and conflict here with the Five of Wands. I mean, who does, right? You're wanting peace and stability with the Four of Wands. Absolutely. Yeah, with the Emperor, there's your energy, Aries. Okay? So some of you may be like, do you know what? F this. I can't work this 9 to 5 anymore, this potential rat race. I don't want to feel like I'm constantly in competition with somebody, or I don't want to keep on hearing everybody tell me, oh, not to bother with this, that, and the third, or starting of something new because the market is saturated, there's no point, etc. You know, it's all an illusion. People just projecting of their opinions and fears onto us, their doubts onto us. Because I feel like deep down you have this strong sense of knowing that you're able to fulfill whatever this is. Like once you get your mind set on something and you've made of that decision and you're going to go for it, there's a sense of this tunnel vision and nothing and no one can really get in your way. And it's not like you're going through and like bulldozing people aside or whatever and you're ignoring of everybody. I mean, you're taking people, you know, as they are, and you are considering other people's opinions, etc., but certainly no unsolicited advice, right? I feel like you're listening and tapping in with yourself, and this is the sense of you claiming your power back rather than having of other people's views of certain things or their opinions, their perspectives kind of get in the way of what you feel is right and best for you on your path and in your life. So I feel like this sense of putting that crown back on your head and claiming that sense of sovereignty and control over your own life rather than letting other people and their validation or reassurance get you into a position whereby you're not kind of following through with the things that you're wanting to follow through on. And that could be potentially just in the workplace, but it could be a whole host of different things as well. I mean, we have the 5 here with the Hierophant, the 5 of Wands, and we have the 5 of Swords, 555. That's a huge number, angel number, in regards to significant change. So there is this breakthrough, okay, that's coming in. And I feel like you're feeling very much called to go and follow. I'm getting like told that like kind of North Star. I'm picking up on North Node energy for some reason. So some of you may be really getting tapped in more with, you know, your spiritual side, or you're exploring that. You may be researching of certain things, but you're going after what makes you feel good and what makes you feel happy here with the 9 of Cups. And I feel like you're somebody who is very caring, right? You're very generous, very genuine. I got told you're very caring. You're very nurturing, right? Yeah, with the Strength card, you're there for others if they are needing of anything, Leo energy. But then at the same time, it's like, I feel like you are now showing up for yourself in a different way. And other people may be having difficulty accepting or embracing this version of you, this new version of you, which has been you the whole entire time, but I'm getting like peeling the layers of an onion here. So you're getting to the root core of you and figuring out what it is that you want, where you want to go, trying to navigate of your path here. And I feel like there's a sense of excitement, enthusiasm to do with what's coming up in your journey, what's coming up next for you. You may have been fearful about the unknown and making certain changes, right? But I feel like that's something that's you're putting behind you, and that ultimately, more than anything, you're kind of ready to embrace whatever this change may be for you. You have many ideas that you're wanting to kind of explore here, for sure. Some of you may be going into a whole new different career or starting of a new side hustle. Some of you may be wanting to incorporate travel potentially to do with your work, or you're wanting to move or relocate. There's something about an area, maybe where you live or to do with your work, that's far from ideal. And you could be wanting to really establish, potentially putting down roots somewhere else, laying a solid foundation somewhere else. But if not, then I'm picking up on the sense of being able to have more freedom and flexibility to do with your work-life balance as well, right? But there's been a lot of deep contemplation here with that Seven of Pentacles, kind of biding your time, wondering whether certain things are going to be changing. You may be realizing that certain things are not going to change. And I'm hearing like you're on your last nerve to do with this. And so therefore I'm getting like a bit of an effort energy. Do you know what? They're not going to change. The situation's not going to change. I'm done with this. I'm going to make the change. And you're like, right, I can deal with this. And so therefore you just may have a lot going on in your life. Yeah, with the King of Pentacles. Absolutely. Some of you may have been waiting for finances to improve. Or something to do with your stability before making a big move in your life. Doesn't necessarily have to be a physical relocation, but I'm meaning like a decision. Especially if you've been feeling like you've been at a crossroads or dealing with something stagnant in your life. You're not wanting that anymore, right? It's feeling more and more uncomfortable. I'm hearing unbearable. Like there's been a lot of anxious energy. Maybe you've been in your head a lot. You're wanting things to settle. And so therefore you're addressing of something because you're not wanting to kind of carry whatever this extra emotion is on your back anymore, to do with something that may have been stagnant for a long time. Okay. Very, very interesting energy, guys. Obviously, only take what you feel resonates and leave the rest. Some of you may be really into sports, or you're very competitive here. So you potentially, you may partake in sports, or you may be getting interested in to start a new sport, something to do with a team, or you're already part of a social group, a sports club or something like that. And this really helps assist you with getting out all those extra emotions, those kind of frustrations. Two of Wands, Six of Cups. Yeah, you've definitely outgrown of a situation that has been very comfortable and familiar for you for quite some time. And I feel like there's been this sense of like mending and make do. And, you know, it's all right. You know that there's more for you. Then you know that there's better for you. You know that there's, you know, new challenges on the horizon for you. And you're wanting to broaden of your horizons. But there's a sense of like when this all comes in, it's like you're not quite sure, obviously, of what's going to be coming through for you and whether it's actually going to work out. There could be this sense of fear potentially about, well, what happens if it doesn't get better than what I'm dealing with and it only gets worse? That's your kind of like ego coming in, wanting to protect you, wanting to keep you safe, right? But I feel intuitively you know that you can trust your judgment on whatever this is. And the people that are going to be there in your life who do truly love and support you and care about you will be there 150 million%, right? They'll be solid in your life. And potentially there may be people coming through who are like, look, we see that you haven't been having the best of time. There could be individuals potentially who really know you. And they could be sensing or knowing that you've been putting on this mask that you're okay with whatever you're dealing with and you haven't been for a while. And then they could be coming through to you and be like, look, come on, mate, I'm hearing. So I'm hearing like a good friend or something like that saying, or potentially a friend or a family member or what have you. You know, what's really going on? What's really going on? I know that you seem and feel like you're doing a good job of making off to everybody else that you have this kind of tough cookie exterior, that everything is fine and dandy. But I'm hearing, I know you. I know what you're like. I've been around you long enough, or know you long enough, and something's just not sitting right. And I've recognized and noticed this for a while, but I wasn't sure whether to broach the subject with you in regards to this, because I didn't want you kind of throwing it back in my face or being defensive. I know that sounds, but somebody differently did not want to get you riled up in some way, so they didn't mention it, but they're realizing there's something about you, or this could be somebody close to you, that's really feeling the pinch on something and they're uncomfortable. And it's like, come on, let's have an honest talk here, right? Let's get it all out on the table. What's really going on? What's happening? Okay. Yeah, let's talk. There's you, Aries, with the Page of Wands. Let's get to, I'm hearing, let's get to brass tacks here. Wow. Okay. So that's not something I really usually say. But there's a sense of, what did I say earlier? Somebody wants to like kind of friendly approach you, or you may be friendly kind of like approaching of someone that you care about and just been like, look, let's just kind of get down to the nitty gritty here, right? With the High Priestess, I know that something hasn't been right for a while. I've intuitively sensed it here. And, I'm there for you if you want to talk, right? If you want to talk, if you want to meet up, if you want to speak, I'm there for you. Okay. Very, very interesting. What else is going on for Aries? I literally just looked up my timer and I saw 33 minutes and 3 seconds. So 333 is a very powerful angel number. You may be seeing that quite a lot recently. This could be something, there could be something going on to do with a child or children, or to do with family, like siblings as well. Somebody may be coming through towards you, wanting that sense of advice. Yeah, I'm picking up on a sibling. Yeah, somebody wanting to get together and talk. Or somebody, if it's not even a sibling, yeah. But somebody's been carrying a lot on their back here and then making off that everything is fine when it really hasn't been. And there's somebody that's like, look, what really is going on? I'm hearing a problem shared is a problem halved. Yeah, somebody potentially may be having a little bit of difficulty talking with friends or family or people that are close to them, because there may have been a new offer and opportunity for work or for a project or doing of something here. And there may have been the sense of hoping that these people would have been happy for you and then celebrating you in your success with achieving of something. But actually, I'm hearing that they're coming through in a way whereby they're asking all of these questions and showcasing it as care and concern, but it's actually coming off as something else. Yeah, what did I say that with the Queen of Cups? Okay, Wheel of Fortune and the Three of Swords. Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Sagittarius energy. With the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Swords and the Three of Swords. Okay, so some of you may end up having a difficult conversation with a parent. potentially. There's a cycle closing up here, maybe a karmic cycle. Somebody could be getting ready to move, maybe even flee the nest, I'm hearing. If there's people that live with family and they're moving out, or something has happened to do with work and therefore they got cut loose from their job, and then they're having to relocate and then move back in with family, and then they feel like, you know, they're an adult but they feel like a child all over again, like maybe back to their childhood home or something, and they're feeling awkward about this, or they may be happy about this, but obviously everyone's scenario is different. What else? Anything else for Aries? 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody may have had their independence and then all of a sudden they don't, because it's like they've reverted back to a situation that they thought would never happen. Or they've been stuck in a situation for a long time whereby they've been craving the sense of getting out of somewhere or something that hasn't been ideal, having the sense of success, and then able to strike it out on their own and have of this independence. Yeah, wanting a cycle to close up here and a rebirth to take place with the Scorpio card, this death card. Okay. So there is something pretty dramatic getting ready to take place in somebody's life here that is affecting somebody's career or their stability or their finances, right? And I feel like it's a mixed bag, I'm hearing. It's a mixed bag. For some, it's going to be very incredibly positive, and then for some, maybe not so much. But obviously, I'm picking up on that Wheel of Fortune energy because everyone's on different timelines, and obviously it depends, you know, where you're at in, you know, in your life, etc. Obviously, it's much more complex than that, but for the purpose of this reading, I'm not going to go into it. Yeah, with the Ten of Swords, everything is fine. Some of you have already been through this, right? And then you're going to go through with the Wheel of Fortune and things working out. And some of you have been having this high rise on the Wheel of Fortune, and it's going the other way around. And something is completely shifting and changing. But, or that could be people that are potentially associated with you, and not necessarily you themselves, and you are maybe the one that's having the massive improvement, yeah, with the King of Pentacles. And there may be others who, I'm hearing, if they have done of anything against you or tried to cause harm in some sort of way or disrupt of your life or keep you stuck or keep you small or stagnant or what have you, you know, they're receiving of their karma as much as you're receiving of your karma, and you have some really great karma coming your way. As I say, that with the Queen of Pentacles, we've just seen the King and now we see the Queen, which is great. Last messages for Aries. But there are some very big decisions that are coming up for you. I'm hearing that are life-changing. Yeah, as I say that, the Emperor, there's your energy, Aries, as I go to say about you making some big changes in your life that are really going to affect, you know, your foundation. But I'm actually hearing that it's actually for the better. But there are a few qualms about making these certain changes for some reason. But I feel like you may know how that may pertain to you. Yeah, with the Lovers, balance and harmony and peace coming through with the Six of Pentacles. 2 6s. 666 may be significant. Again with the Six of Swords. Wow, as I say 666. Goodness me. Look at this. I mean, Spirit, thank you so much for coming through. How synchronistic was this? Beautiful. So yes, moving on to calmer waters, things balancing out. So, you know, everything is kind of unfolding in the timing that it needs to and working out, right? Really beautiful. There's some sort of huge blessing coming through for you. Yeah, with the King of Pentacles. Could be to do with career, to do with finances, maybe to do with love, maybe to do with investments. I'm hearing a whole host of things. Hang one, Pisces energy. I'm hearing it all starts to make sense now. So something is coming through for you where you're gaining clarity and you're putting all the pieces together and you're working slowly but surely through whatever is being represented or coming up for you. And there was one point where you were dwelling on the past, but you're not kind of, you know, letting that get in the way of you improving or changing certain things in your life. I feel like that's something you're working through, but you've gained clarity here with this Justice card. And yes, you're moving on forward beautifully here with the Six of Swords. Yeah. I'm hearing it'll all be as right as rain. Don't know why I'm hearing that, but I am. Last messages, please. I feel like there's a sense of enlightenment coming through and understanding why you went through certain things and the sacrifices that you've made. Yeah, there could be enlightenment about your connections, potentially to do with love. Doesn't have to be, right? Or you're just feeling a lot better about yourself because you're knowing a lot more about what it is that you want now, or where you want to go in your life, or who you want to be dealing with. Like you're following of your passions, following of your heart, trusting in your intuition and listening to your emotions and listening to your heart. Okay, and not just kind of being, you know, in your head all the time. Yeah, as I say that with the Nine of Swords, this person's in their head a lot, right? And focusing on all the other things to do with practical or material matters, when actually there's this focus now going on to more to do with your emotions and to do with your heart space. Or this could be somebody associated with you, right? To finish off this reading, Queen of Pentacles, we have a pairing on the table. So somebody's like had their eyes open to maybe a romantic connection, to somebody who is their high-level soulmate, past life connection, or their twin flame. And there's been a reason as to why there's been a separation, or there's been a long time of you and this person not necessarily being around in each other's physical presence. But look, we just saw the Queen of Cups and now the King of Cups. So we have a very strong pairing here that are just going to be a lovely match for each other. Yeah, Strength card, Leo energy. And this is worth fighting for. This is worth, I'm hearing, going after. So somebody could potentially be pursuing you, or you're pursuing of someone, however this resonates. But this is turning out to be really beautiful. But things have not been easy between the two of you. But also things have not been easy on your paths individually. You know, personally and professionally. Yeah, with the Ace of Swords and the Ten of Swords. But the worst is over and there's new energy coming in. And this is looking really, really good. I'm hearing this can all be cleared up in an instant. So if there was any gross misunderstandings between you and someone and broken down communication in a connection romantically, and you're at a distance or in separation with this person or little to no contact, right? It can be very easily worked out here. Yeah, with the Three of Cups, this is a reunion energy, union energy. You know, everything being all right as rain, you know? Yeah, with the Ace of Wands and the Page of Cups, this is great, okay? There is love here, there's care here, there's respect here, there's fun here, there's passion here. All the good stuff, right? All the good stuff. So somebody is coming through for you, or you're coming through for them. Yeah, with the Knight of Wands and the Three of Cups, this is picking up some momentum, guys, which is really beautiful. Really, really beautiful. I just heard that somebody finds you really attractive. Like, I heard the word sexy actually, which is quite funny. Somebody finds you really sexy with the Magician, Gemini, Virgo, Scorpio. You could have manifested this, or this is something that's manifesting for you, because you're both having very pure intentions in regards to each other. And so that's why things are energetically coming into alignment for you both with the 10 of Pentacles. Wow. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, you're both wanting of the same thing, okay? And the desire, the sensual tension between the two of you with that devil energy and the Page of Cups, right? There's somebody who can't get you off their mind. Like, the daydreaming and the fantasizing is very, very real for this person. It's definitely heating up in regards to a connection here. Yeah, the Four of Wands, the 1111 card. Gorgeous. So there's some sort of major wish that's getting ready to take place for someone with the Two of Cups as I go to break up the deck again. I mean, goodness me. There's a genuine love connection here. And it's going to work out in perfect timing. Beautiful. Anyway, guys, lots of messages come through. It's general. Only take what you feel resonates and leave the rest. We have strong Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Gemini, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Yeah, to be honest, pretty much all the signs, obviously, but 555, 666, 222, 999 are coming through the strongest, and any other numbers, 1111, 111, right? And 333 is what I was picking up before. But that's going to be the end of the reading. So I hope that there have been some messages, a few messages, if not the whole reading, that potentially resonated. And if you have enjoyed this reading and you wish to support myself and the channel, there are donation links available. There is a PayPal link in the description box below, and the other option is Super Thanks, which is listed underneath this video. So thank you so much to those of you who have already donated. I greatly appreciate you guys. Even if you don't financially donate, a wonderful way to energetically donate is to like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll get back to you guys on those comments when I can, so thank you so much. I do love reading those, so thank you. Please hit the notification bell so you get an alert as to when I post another video for you and you don't miss out on future updates or content made available on the channel. And please feel free to check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury and North Node placements in the other zodiac signs so you can receive more messages to do with the current energy next 7-day timeless readings. But anyway, guys, so sending love and light your way, many blessings, please take care, and I'll see you and speak to you soon. Thank you. Bye, guys.